Mayan song, and I just redid the decode I've done before, and I don't know if I ever filmed it before, of the word Lord, and I wanted to show it to you. So I can't point it because I'm holding the book and the phone because I have to hold it next to the light. But if you look at the OR, that adds up to a 33, and whenever you see the OR, it's always a 33, and this is the master number, and this is what I believe to be the core entity of the master, which I believe is a worm. And I've talked about that in some of my other videos having to do with the hieroglyphs of the pharaohs. So all right, well, before, when I had done this was the first, when I very first learned how to do these inner and outer core fields of a word. And you can see that the inner core here is the 33, and then the outer would be a 12 plus an 8, which is a 16. And then if you divide that by 2, if you even out the field, it's an 8 on either side, which kind of, to me that makes sense, because that is the Christ number, and it's also to me it makes sense as in it's the Lord of the infinite loop of time, and in this case, a double infinite loop of time. When you add the 16 plus the 33, that's a 49, so it's also the way, because the 49 is 7 plus 7, and I consider that to be the way number. So I just wanted to show you that. But then also I think I talked in a recent video, and now getting a little confused, because sometimes I will film a video and then decide not to put it up, and then I don't remember if I made what I put up and what I didn't put up. But I think that I talked about the White House having these window configurations of 868. So I wanted to show you that subliminally, that is the impression you get when you see an 868. Subliminally, you do associate that with Lord. So I wanted to show you that symbolism and help you understand how architecture can affect you. All right, well, the word Pacal has 28 on the outer field, so the P and the L make a 28, and that is the rotation of the sun is visible from the earth. It's a very important number to them, plus it's the number of years that they let the Twin Towers stand. So ceremonially and ritually, this is an important number. And if you divide that into the way that I did with Lord, you would have a 14 on either side, and we know that that's also an important number for them, besides being the 5. The digital root of that is the 5, which is the 5-pointed star. So in the center, you just have the 131, which also adds to a 5. So it's kind of like a trinity of 5s here, if you look at it that way. But when you add it, before you take the digital roots and you just add the gematria, it adds up to 32, which is what I would call the upward facing pentacle, the upright pentacle. And then if you add the Pacal, the 32, to the 49, if I did my math right, I think I did, you get an 81, which is a 9 times a 9. And Lord Pacal, in the writings here, in the Mayan symbolism and in their writings, they say that he incarnated, his next incarnation was Quetztlcoatl, and that Quetztlcoatl was written up to be the god of goodness, that they had, I'll show you here, they have the first 4 gods who represent the 4 corners of the sky. Quetztlcoatl represents the north, death and darkness. This other one that I don't think I'm going to try to pronounce represented fire. The east, rebirth and sacrifice. Another one represented purification, while Quetzalcoatl epitomized goodness. These 4 gods now feature in the following scenes to help us understand the meaning of the hidden pictures. So I've been looking at these pictures. He has some interesting decodes on these pictures. They use a transparency. I guess the Mayans, they had what was called transformer codes, where they hid many images into one image. So this was a decode I did of one of the names of one of these guys, and I'm not sure what to make of that. So, but I did want to show you, I think I've showed you wind before, and wind is spirit, and it's such an iconic, before you even add anything together, it's so iconic to have the 23, 9, and the 144 all in one word. And then Quetzal, I don't know, just Quetzal by itself. Wait, did I put, maybe this is just by itself. Anyway, Quetz is 53, which is what is the opposite of 35, and that, for me, that has been the look number, but I think I'm going to expand it. I'd like to learn more about what Quetz is. Bat is their god of death. And so I was very interested to see that it was a 23. So I didn't see any 9s having to do with their god of death. The bat represents the death for the Mayan. And there's this, they show a series of where a bat is approaching Lord Pacal. And I do believe, from my other studies of ancient Mayan artwork, I do believe that Mickey Mouse is actually a bat god, and he's a death god. So, all right, I just wanted to show you the Lord Pacal decode that I did, and tell you about who he is, and learning about him. You know, I've learned about him before. But also the White House connection, because I thought that was pretty interesting. All right, I hope you guys are having a good day. It's a nice short video here. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.